Kia ora Virgo, and welcome to the channel Tarot by Amber Sun. My name is Amber and I'm going to be doing your general tarot reading for the month of August 2022. These are general readings, so they will not resonate for everybody. However, if they do, please feel free to support my channel by leaving a like, subscribing. That's greatly appreciated. And the intention for these readings is to provide guidance, healing, awareness, and inspiration. So I'm going to start the reading now. They have been pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle them again. So for Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? What's the general message? You have first card out is the Empress. Wow, you've got the Sun. So the Empress and the Sun. Such a beautiful energy so far for you, Virgo. What else have we got? Knight of Swords. And you've got the King of Swords. Wow, such strong energy for you, Virgo, already. So with the Empress here and the Sun, such strong energy. Some of you may be nurturing, whatever it is that you're nurturing, Virgo, or have been nurturing, is now coming to fruition. So I'm just seeing here also summer. So I know here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we are in our, and I just grabbed one more card. So we're in the southern hemisphere, so it is winter here. But there's something about the month of summer, because I'm seeing with the Empress, or the season of summer, I'm seeing here with the Empress, or this basket of fruit that has been harvested. So that may resonate for some of you, the harvesting of fruit, of vegetables. But I feel like with this Empress card, there's something that you've been nurturing and it's coming to full, like it's ready now for harvesting. So practically we can look at it as being, you know, harvesting of fruit and vegetables, but it can also be some of yous are see the baby that the Empress is holding, fertility. So there's a strong fertility energy here with this card, followed up with the Sun, because that's illumination, you know, that is the Sun. The Sun could be considered a growing, something that is growing. And so this could be a pregnancy for some of you. This could be something that you've been working on and is being it's now coming into a phase in August where it's ready to be harvested. I also get the energy of, because the Sun can also be, if you leave fruit or vegetables to ripen and become ready, if you don't pick them at the right time, they kind of are over, they're no longer valid because they've been sitting too long, or they've been ripening too much, and so they start to rot. So I guess the message there is to, August is definitely the time for you, Virgo, to it's time for getting, I'm trying to think of the words, but harvesting what it is that you've been growing, okay? Some of you may be giving birth in August, but I just feel like there's almost like, not an urgency, but now is the time. August is the time to reap what you have sown. August is the time to manifest the abundance that you've been working on or growing. So this could be a business opportunity that you've been working on, and it's time in August to take the opportunity. The Empress energy is also about just being really abundant with anything that you have been projecting your energy towards. And I see a lot of you having success in the month of August with the Sun card right next to the Empress. So the Sun is positivity, right? It's the illumination of light being shed on, it's also that giving me the, like, now is the time. So it could be a project you're working on. It could also be that some of you have been working on yourselves in some way with health, because food is, and I always get this with Virgos, but food is a nutritious sustenance, right? It helps our body to, and what we put into it is what we reap. So a lot of you would have been doing some kind of health regime, or perhaps need to be doing eating more nutritious food, or doing, you know, changing your diet, just working more on yourself, taking care of yourself. And this is starting to produce results for you in the month of August with the Sun. It's illuminating, you know. The Sun is also about good health. And see, this guy in this card is representing the Sun. He's also holding a sun in his hand, but he has the planets all around him aligned. But he is the center of attention. So it's Leo energy, but it's also, he has a really good physique. So some of you may be starting to see the results of some health changes that you've been working on and made. Now let's have a look at these other cards. Sorry, my apologies as well for the late. I like to try to get these readings out earlier in the month, but we're on the, what is it? Is it the 11th or the 12th of August? However, the messages will remain the same. So we've got the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. And then the Knight of Coins. So there's a lot of action happening for you. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to cut away, if you haven't already. This is the month in August to make some decisions on, make some decisions about, yeah, I just get changing your health. Some of you are looking at taking better care of yourselves, health-wise, nutrition-wise, physical, like movement. But it's all, I see a lot of you getting motivated, cutting out a lot of things from your diet, nutrition, any toxic habits that you may have been wanting to quit. The month of August is really positive for you guys to start doing that, because I see that there's, with the King of Swords, you know, he doesn't muck around when it comes to his decisions. He's very blunt, very sharp, and once he makes a choice, he sticks to it, you know, because everything starts in the mental realm. So there's something about taking action, movement, based on making, like, having a really strong, determined willpower in the month of August. Yeah, so a lot of you will be moving towards making better decisions based on your health and well-being. Some of you, and I know this is a bit of, this will only resonate for some of you, but some of you will be communicating with a mother figure. So the Empress is a mother figure, feminine, divine feminine in your life, and communicating with them some home truths. because the sun is illuminating information and the Knight of Swords is delivering that communication based on a decision that you've made. So it could be mother-in-law is what I'm hearing as well. But communicating with an Empress energy to bring light to a situation, to illuminate a decision that you've made. So that's also for some of you. And the Knight of Coins. I'm going to grab some cards to clarify a bit more information about the cards here, but so far that Knight of Coins is a little bit off for me. The energy is slightly different, but heading in the same direction. Notice how the Knight of Swords are heading towards the sun and this Empress. Some of you will be hearing news of a birth or a pregnancy. Because I feel like this has taken some time with that Knight of Coins energy there. That's a slower energy, and so it gives me something that has been worked on for a longer period of time. Some of you may be deciding to have children or deciding to get pregnant. But let's see what the clarifying cards come up with to give a bit more information. Clarify the Empress. We'll start there, eh? Clarify the Empress for Virgo, please. What's the Empress here for Virgo? The Sun again. Crazy. So I don't know if you can see that, but you have the Sun card here clarifying the Empress. So yeah, a lot of yous will be, there's something about pregnancy and a big yes. So if you've been trying, also a birth. Some of yous will be finally achieving a health goal. Some of yous may be getting like better from a sickness. I also see some of you who have been training, specifically like if you're training for I don't know, to run a marathon or something, or I'm seeing like weightlifting. So some of you may be also ready in the month of August. Some of you may have overcome a health issue, but the Sun clarifying the Empress is amazing energy. Yeah, I'm seeing the light in these two Sun cards, and then I'm seeing the light around this baby, this newborn. So it's definitely specific. Okay, I'm going to get some more clarifying cards. I have another card to clarify the Empress and the Sun. It's pretty clear though. Could be something around children as well. The Star. So it's a wish fulfillment and good health again, because this is healing. That water coming out of that bowl is healing. So definitely health and fertility is strongly indicated here for you, Virgo, in August. Clarify the Sun card. Oops, that flew out. This card has flown out. 5 of Coins. Yeah, so a lot of yous will be, whoever this resonates with, will be receiving news, because the 5 of Coins is about, like, I almost get barren. Okay, so like a barren fertility, and the Sun is illuminating the 5 of Coins. So yeah, a lot of you will be receiving news of a fertility, or maybe finding out that you're able to have children, or finding out that, because that can also be, when we talk about good health, that's kind of a card that indicates, you know, bad health, because it's that loneliness, that isolation, that being unsupported financially. Some of you may be also coming out of financial difficulty in August. Clarify the Knight of Swords. And I see a lot of you giving this really happy information, like telling family and friends that, you know, because Knight of Swords is communication, swift action. So telling, some of you may be telling a mother-in-law, giving the good news about a positive fertility, or someone is overcoming a sickness. And this Knight of Swords is like that communication, that action, and it's an exciting feeling. It feels exciting, like you can't wait to tell, to let and communicate this news, this positive news. Knight of Swords, please. 5 of Wands. Yeah, there may have been some conflict, and you know, a lot of people gossiping, or people making things difficult for you to communicate this good news. And it may have been holding you up previously, but now the hold up is no longer valid, because the Knight of Swords is real swift and clear and truthful and precise. So there was a bit of a delay previously in regards to this good news. What's the King of Swords, please? Clarify the King of Swords for Virgo. I won't take all those cards, just one card, thank you. What is this information? We know it's positive news, whatever this King of Swords is. Excited to communicate. 2 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like it was something that you've been waiting for or working on that's finally coming into play in August, and this is going to be communicated with, in regards to this Empress and Sun. It's positive energy, positive news, positive information. Whatever delays and setbacks were in the way, whatever kind of barren situation some of you may not have been able to achieve in the past, is now being, it's like all systems go. Knight of Coins, can you please clarify? And this was something that you've been waiting for, that's finally here with that King of Swords. And the 2 of Wands is a waiting energy. It's looking out to the future. So it was something that you wanted to manifest in the past, because this is slow moving energy with the Knight of Coins. And waiting is finally here. I don't know what it is. Whatever resonates for you. But yeah. Apart from what I mentioned earlier, good health and fertility. Knight of Coins, please. What's a slow moving energy? 7 of Swords. Some of you may have had disappointments in the past regarding this health issue or fertility. And it was slow moving because perhaps there was some kind of delay with deception. Because 7 of Swords is deception, it's delay, it's indecision, it's a loss. So some of you may have, and this is really specific, so sometimes I don't want to get too specific with these readings, but Some of you may have tried for fertility or have been trying for some time. Some of you may have lost or had a miscarriage or carriages, or for some reason there's a loss here in the past and some delays and difficulties. In regards to health, you may have had some health issues where you know, the cause of the issue wasn't found or was not clear. But now, and it could be a prolonged illness as well, or issue, health issue that has taken some time waiting for results. Lots of, you know, people saying different things, lots of advice from different people, but ultimately, you know, it hasn't kind of fixed itself, and so now it's all coming clear, and there's this, yeah, wonderful wonderful news for you, wonderful positive news coming for you in the month of August, Virgo. So I'm gonna just do one more card as your general advice for Virgo. General advice card to close out this reading for Virgo. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Yeah, it's an emotional new beginning. So the advice is, and I'm just going to read from the book with the Page of Cups, but intuitively I feel like this is a new beginning in the emotional realm. This positive news is about an emotional beginning. I'm going to go with Page of Cups and read the message. The Page of Cups is a young woman who is sensitive to emotional and intuitive undercurrents. Although she is too inexperienced to grasp the full meaning of these messages or to put them into practical use, she can perceive that something is there. Thus, in the picture, she floats underwater, but still near the surface. Her hat acts as a sort of antenna that allows her to pick up on vibrations that others might miss. Likewise, the cups seen on the other cup cards have here evolved into columns, conveying psychic messages from the water's depths to the surface. These messages can sometimes be disturbing, but the page, while vulnerable, faces them with bravery. The page augurs beginnings in emotional matters. A new relationship or a new phase of a relationship is often indicated. So take that as your advice for the month of August, Virgo. But again, I strongly pick up when I think of the Page of Cups and the water that she's sitting in. Those are like womb waters, okay, first waters of fertility. So that's only going to be for a certain amount of views, but I hope you enjoyed the reading and support the channel, and I'll see you again next time.